Are you feeling like something is shifting in your life, but you can't quite explain what it is? You're not alone. Many people around the world are experiencing a massive shift in consciousness, moving from 3D to 5D. You might have heard of this, but what does it really mean? And more importantly, are you going through this transformation yourself? In this video, we'll dive into 8 mind-blowing signs that you're shifting from the 3rd dimension to the 5th dimension. Stick around till the end because some of these signs might surprise you. Sign 1. Time feels different. Have you noticed that time seems to be speeding up or slowing down? In the 3rd dimension, time feels linear, like a straight line. But as you shift to 5D, time starts to feel more fluid. Some days, hours might fly by in what feels like minutes. Other days, time drags on forever. This is because in the 5th dimension, time is not as rigid. It becomes more flexible, allowing you to experience life more in the present moment, rather than constantly focusing on the past or future. This change in how you perceive time is a clear sign that you're transitioning from 3D to 5D. You're learning to live more in the now, and it can feel both strange and exciting at the same time. Sign 2. Feeling disconnected from old habits. The second sign is a big one. You start feeling disconnected from the things that used to matter to you in the past. Maybe your old routines, habits, or even people you used to hang out with just don't feel the same anymore. This isn't a bad thing, it's a sign of growth. You're moving beyond the old patterns that kept you stuck in the 3rd dimension. Now, you're aligning more with higher vibrational activities and people who share your new energy. You might find yourself craving more meaningful connections and experiences, like diving into spiritual practices, creative hobbies, or just spending more time in nature. You're no longer interested in things that once kept you stuck in a low vibrational state, like drama, gossip, or fear-based thinking. Sign 3. Heightened sensitivity. Another sign that you're shifting from 3D to 5D is becoming more sensitive, not just emotionally, but physically and spiritually too. You may find that you are more sensitive to loud noises, bright lights, or even certain foods. Emotionally, you might notice you're more in tune with your feelings and the feelings of others. This heightened sensitivity can feel overwhelming at first, but it's part of the process of tuning into the higher frequencies of 5D. You are beginning to sense the energy around you more clearly, picking up on subtle shifts in your environment and even in people's emotions. While this can feel intense, it's also a sign of your expanding awareness. Sign 4. Letting go of fear. Fear is one of the major characteristics of the 3rd dimension. In 3D, people often live in fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But as you shift to 5D, you start to notice that fear no longer has the same grip on you. You begin to see fear as something you can work through, rather than something that controls your life. You feel a deeper sense of peace and trust in the universe. You start believing that everything is happening for a reason, and that everything will work out, even if you don't understand how in the moment. This new sense of trust helps you navigate through challenges with more ease, knowing that things are unfolding in your favor. Sign 5. Stronger intuition. The 5th sign of shifting from 3D to 5D is that your intuition becomes much stronger. You start to feel more connected to your inner guidance system. You might have gut feelings or a deep knowing about situations or people without needing proof. You trust these feelings more, and often, they turn out to be right. This heightened intuition helps you make decisions that align with your highest good. Instead of relying on logic or external opinions, you start trusting yourself and your inner voice. This is one of the clearest signs that you're operating on a higher frequency, moving closer to 5D consciousness. Sign 6. Vivid dreams and astral experiences. Have your dreams been more intense or vivid lately? Another clear sign of this shift is experiencing more vivid dreams, lucid dreams, or even astral projections. In the third dimension, our dreams are often random or hard to remember. But as you shift to 5D, your dream state becomes more active. You might even have dreams that feel like they hold messages or guidance for you. Some people report experiencing astral travel, where they feel like they're leaving their body during sleep and exploring other realms. These experiences can be powerful and eye-opening, showing you that there is much more to reality than what we see in the third dimension. Sign 7. Feeling a deep connection to everything. One of the most beautiful signs of shifting to 5D is the feeling of being deeply connected to everything. In the third dimension, people often feel separate from each other, from nature, and from the universe. But in the fifth dimension, this illusion of separation starts to fade away. You begin to feel like you are a part of something much bigger. You feel connected to the earth, to other people, and even to the stars. You start to realize that everything is interconnected, and you are just one piece of the greater puzzle. This sense of unity brings a deep sense of peace and belonging, which is one of the key experiences of living in 5D consciousness. Sign 8. A desire to serve and help others. As you shift to 5D, you may notice a growing desire to help others. In the third dimension, people are often focused on their own needs and desires. But in the fifth dimension, there is a strong sense of wanting to serve, to make the world a better place. You might feel called to share your gifts, whether through healing, teaching, creating, or simply spreading love and kindness to those around you. This isn't about being a hero, it's about feeling a natural pull to contribute to the collective good. It's part of your soul's journey in 5D, where cooperation and love become the driving forces of your actions. So, there you have it, 8 mind-blowing signs that you're shifting from 3D to 5D. If you've been experiencing any of these signs, know that you're on an incredible journey of transformation. The shift from 3D to 5D is a profound process that brings more love, unity, and awareness into your life. Remember, this shift is not something to fear. It's a natural evolution, and while it can feel overwhelming at times, it's also incredibly rewarding. Trust the process, and allow yourself to grow into this new reality. The world is changing, and so are you. Welcome to the 5D.